Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we need to talk about how David Dobrik is getting called out and accused of promoting a NFT scam. There's a lot that goes into this story, David's response, and him getting called out by Faze Banks too. Let's get into it. This all started when David posted his Instagram story recently promoting a NFT. This was clearly a brand deal and he was promoting it and said this.
So I wanted to get my feet a little more wet with some NFTs, if you know what I mean. So I kind of went to the tippy top of the NFT world and check this out. I got a board bunny, and not only is it a board bunny, but it looks like me. Look at that. We have the same hat. It's so sick. If you're young and naive, just like my brother, and want to get into NFTs, you should check out Board Bunny. They have literally over 150,000 people in their Discord, so it's like a ginormous group chat. If you're interested at all, just start it on their Instagram page. All right, let me know.
Later, an account on Twitter with the username ZachXBT with a pretty good following tweeted out saying, "Welcome David Dobrik to the long list of influencers promoting scams. 0.4 Ethereum to 0.059 Ethereum within 90 days and the team has disappeared with $6 million. And posted a screenshot of the company that David was promoting, which is Board Bunny. This account began to explain everything that was wrong with Board Bunny and started a massive thread, and I'll read you guys some of the highlights that kind of explain what is so wrong with this company. So they said, here's a summary on the NFT slow rug at Board Bunny NFT and a breakdown where the $21.1 million actually went, as well as their ties to other NFT rugs. Floyd Mayweather, David Dobrik, DJ Khaled, French Montana, Jake Paul, Chantal Jeffries, and more were paid to promote this project. Board Bunny was first announced back in early December as a profile picture project with a supply of 4,999 NFTs and mint price of 0.4 Ethereum. It gained traction primarily through the heavy use of celebrity and influencer marketing. The roadmap included things such as release merch in real life events, breeding multiple NFTs, private metaverse, and marketing and more TBA. Oddly enough, it promised the benefits of 2 times, 5 times, or even 10 times the value of your investment within a few days. The collection sold out within an hour, raking in the team $7.5 million and $3 million in secondary fees to date. So far, everything has been going smoothly. However, the weeks following were when red flags began showing, where the funds were sent shortly after the team announced a second collection of 11,111 NFTs at a mint price of 0.4 Ethereum called Board Bad Bunny. All holders of the first Board Bunny were airdropped one Board Bad Bunny. A few days go by and the team once again announces a third collection of 3,000 NFTs called Board Mutant Bunny at a 0.25 Ethereum mint price. This is where even more red flags start showing as the team started to act distant and people started asking questions. Minting goes live on February 8th, 2022. Luckily, only 532 NFTs get minted out of the 3,000. Holders continue to voice their frustration and the floor prices of each collection tank below mint prices. All of these funds from this mint and previous ones are sent to Kraken, FTX, and Binance. The team begins communicating every few days and eventually goes dark for over a month. I made a post earlier this week calling out the project people that promoted it. Banks commented how he was offered 6 figures but declined because of red flags. He explained all the red flags from the company as a listed tweet and it said, from the start, there were many red flags, banning people randomly, multiple mints within short periods, 0.4 Ethereum mint price, anonymous team without track records, too many promises, celebs promoting that don't know anything about NFTs, low effort art. So to summarize, because that was a lot, you guys, they're claiming this company, David and others, including Jake Paul, Floyd Mayweather, Chantal Jeffries, promoted this NFT that ended up losing value so quickly because they just kept pumping out different NFTs, among other things, and the company basically went ghost when people started complaining. A lot of people have said influencers being paid to promote such projects to help bring up the hype, only to have their NFTs lose their value is becoming a major issue with this new world, and influencers are not educating themselves the way that they should be when they're doing brand deals, especially when they're doing things with new companies like this. It's very clear that they're only looking at the dollar sign of how much they're going to be getting paid instead of doing actual research to know more about what they're promoting to their audience. And the reason why David Dobrik is especially getting called out instead of like all these other people, obviously All these other people are getting called out as well, but David especially is promoting this to his young audience, and the way that he was promoting it was very inviting to younger audiences to spend their money in this way, and in turn it's just super effed up that this was a scam all along. Which this is a big issue brought up by Faze Banks, who admitted that he received a massive offer to promote this same Bored Bunny company. He said in reply to these tweets, they offered me $500K to $750K upfront for a story post / follow. I think it's worth noting that I didn't make this mistake only because I've taken the time to educate myself. A lot of these influencers take deals brought to them by their management, treat it as a product campaign. And he posted a screenshot of probably a text conversation between him and his manager who got him the deal and said, I can get you $500K now, paid before, just for a follow and a story post, not real post. Only one story post, 15 seconds, that's it. Just please call me when you can happen right now. Call me right when you wake up. He replied, ? Yo, sorry to spam you like that, lol. Call me when you can. I know I'm sure you have tons of deals going left and right, but to get paid $500 to $750K before you have to do anything, and it's just for a follow and a story 10-second post for a legit thing that some of your friends did is so simple. Maybe no story, just follow. It's honestly crazy how that text message had like absolutely no details as to this is the company, this is the brand, all this stuff. Obviously, he probably asked what it was later, and that's why he decided to say no. But a lot of people would just take that, especially if they see other big creators or celebrities have already taken the deal before. I'm sure that they are more likely to want to take the deal as well, thinking, oh, it must be legit. But that's exactly what happens to a bunch of these fans that are watching. They're trusting these influencers and these creators that they are promoting something they support and something that they like. And so that's why they're willing to spend their money on it. So influencers need to do their own research and not think, oh my gosh, this person promoted it. Maybe it's fine if I just promote it without looking into it. Which obviously same goes to people that are spending their money on something that an influencer is promoting. Make sure you guys do your own research too. But this is a messed up situation. And someone replied to Faze Banks saying, saddest part is you are one of the very few creators who knows what to do in these situations. Turning down $500,000 bag for future reputation in a new world is not an easy decision. He said, that's the thing. I was introduced to crypto with these garbage brand deals in the first place. I know what it feels like to be on the side of ignorance. That's what this all ultimately boils down to. It's a shame, but I personally know David and I know how this must have went down. He also said, not making excuses for anyone either, just pointing at the fact this market isn't easy to break into for the average person. It really is a whole other world language. I spent a lot of time with these types and they're totally clueless. David and Faze apparently sat down to film a Views podcast episode together and discuss this scam he's been accused of. Faze made an Instagram story about it, saying that David revealed he made about $100,000 off of the deal, and he has agreed to try and make the situation right.
To kind of dumb it down, if that didn't make much sense, this rug pull garbage, Fiverr project, Bored Bunny, approached David. They approached me as well, as you saw a few slides ago, and offered him somewhere in the ballpark of $100,000 to promote, a one-of-one honorary Bored Bunny that they had made for David. David looked at it through the lens of, oh, NFTs are hot, cool, everybody's talking about them, this is art, this is a collectible, I see nothing wrong with shining light to this project and this art and these artists. And that's what he did. Obviously it left his followers holding a bag. These guys ran off with however much money they made on Bored Bunnies in the secondary and on Mint, obviously sucking millions of dollars out of the ecosystem. David got paid and people got, which is just all bad. So I appreciate David for addressing this so candidly and honestly and openly, talking openly about figures and just kind of admitting to the fact that he's totally clueless and ignorant to this NFT game. And ultimately, he was paid $100,000 somewhere in that ballpark, and he's ready and willing to distribute that money back into the ecosystem, whether it be to Bored Bunny holders, whatever. We're gonna brainstorm that and figure out a good solution.
So this is a crazy mess of a situation, very complicated too, because the NFT world and cryptocurrency and everything can get very complicated, which is exactly why it's just so scary to promote something that you do not know about, because other people just might not do their research and give you their money blindly, and it's just a mess. And obviously David is probably going to be talking about this on the Views podcast. I don't know when that episode is going to drop, so I'll be very interested to see what he has to say about this whole thing, and hopefully he learned his lesson about not looking into things before he promotes them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.